Now, your Storm Tracker 13 forecast first, sponsored by George Sink Injury Lawyers.
Well, good morning, everyone. We've got some clouds out there. This is kind of like what we saw yesterday with clouds in the morning, but as we get into the later morning near the lunchtime hour, we should start to see these clouds move away. But you can see out here along the Grand Strand, we still have some peaks of sunshine out there, but also some clouds. But those, like I said, will give way as they move off the coast here. So we're going to see a nice afternoon develop here, and that's followed by a warm morning, 79 here in Myrtle Beach, 77 in Florence, 78 Darlington. And as we look at your forecast for the remainder of this morning into the afternoon, quickly warming into the 80s by 11 a.m. and by 1 p.m., upper 80s inland, mid 80s here at the coast.
Today on News 13 Now, a widow is remembering her husband 1 year after he was tragically killed on Father's Day. Plus, lawmakers say something has to give after the death of a local woman on an Horry County beach. Details of what changes they'd like to see ahead. Then a little later, we are right in the middle of what experts call the 100 deadliest days for teens. We're live with why young drivers need to be more cautious on the roads.
Coverage you can count on at 9 starts now.
Thanks for joining us for News 13 Now. I'm Gracie Fusco. First up at 9, last year on Father's Day, Thomas Brown was taking his wife and 3 kids to dinner when the family was hit by an alleged drunk driver, Nancy Bishop, and Brown was killed. Police say Bishop's blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit. Anna and Thomas Brown were going out for Father's Day when the alleged drunk driver landed on top of their car off Robert Edge Parkway. Anna has 3 children and explains what it's been like for her family over the past year.
Really hard, because I was left with the task of raising our children alone. My children last year did not understand what death was, and having to learn in such a horrible way what death is. It took months to understand how permanent this was, that he was not coming back. I mean, it's an endless list of horrible experiences since my husband was killed.
A judge recently denied a request by Bishop to have her GPS monitoring removed. Horry County court documents say a wrongful death lawsuit between Anna Brown and Nancy Bishop was settled in February for $175,000. There are now calls for change after a Myrtle Beach woman was hit and killed on the beach by an Horry County Police Department vehicle Thursday afternoon. The coroner's office identified the woman as 66-year-old Sandy Schultz Peters of Myrtle Beach. The wreck happened near the Nash Street beach access. William Bailey, a state representative from Little River and former North Myrtle Beach Public Safety Director, says he would like to see some legislation, especially after such a tragic event.
What we're looking at is probably trying to get a hold of some of the public safety departments that service the area on the beach, getting some feedback from them, trying to structure some legislation to help them set some policies and guidelines of what the anticipation is to use vehicles such as F-150s and other vehicles on the beach during peak times.
Bailey hopes to file the bill before the end of the year. Now, this isn't the first time something like this has happened on an Horry County beach. Back in 2020, a person laying on the beach in Garden City was hit by an Horry County Police patrol car. This is video from that wreck. Down in the Low Country, today marks 9 years since the tragic shooting at Emmanuel AME Church in downtown Charleston that left 9 people dead. On the night of June 17, 2015, worshipers went to the historic church for Bible study. Just after 8 p.m., the convicted shooter sat down in that Bible study for an hour before he pulled out a gun and shot 9 innocent people. Later today at noon, a short program inside Emmanuel AME Sanctuary will honor the 9 victims and survivors, followed by a balloon release outside. The church's chimes will ring in the victims' memory. And 2 people are out of their home this morning after a house fire in Nichols. It happened just before 11 last night on Hillendale Drive. It took crews from Horry County Fire Rescue, Loris, Tabor City, and Fair Bluff about an hour to put out the flames. 2 people displaced will be assisted by the Red Cross. The cause of the fire is under investigation. In the Low Country, tomorrow will mark 17 years since 9 of Charleston's firefighters were killed while responding to a massive furniture store fire off Savannah Highway. The Charleston Fire Department will honor the fallen with a ceremony held annually at the Charleston 9 Memorial Park. The park was established where the Sofa Superstore once stood. Fire personnel will initiate a watch at the flagpole in the park beginning tonight at midnight and counting and continuing for 24 hours tomorrow. A ceremony with family, firefighters, and leadership will begin at 7 p.m. and will be live streamed on the department's Facebook page. Los Angeles County's first major wildfire of the year is ripping through thousands of acres in Southern California. The post-fire is only 2% contained. CBS's Naomi Ruckham reports.
A wind-fueled brush fire is raging through miles of mountainous terrain northwest of Los Angeles. The fast-moving post fire was first reported Sunday afternoon, exploding from just 2,000 acres at first, doubling in just a few hours to now more than 14,000 acres, nearly 24 square miles.
The wind has been a major factor, along with the dry fuels, along with the terrain. That's all the recipe for a very quickly moving flame.
More than 1,200 people were evacuated near Gorman, California this Father's Day. In nearby Lancaster, a smaller brush fire forced neighbors from their homes before they were allowed to return Sunday night.
It shifted and brought it more west right toward the property, and then as you can see behind us, they're just a couple hundred yards away.
In Santa Clarita, an orange tint fills the sky as heavy smoke settles in, causing county leaders to issue an air quality alert.
It's been really smoky. You could smell it really bad, like it's right down the street.
Meantime, in Northern California, crews are battling a small wildfire near Lake Sonoma, now covering more than 1,000 acres. Though the area is mostly home to open ranches and large vineyards, some structures there have been destroyed. The Point Fire is 15% contained this morning as the state's firefighting resources spread across California. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Experts believe the smoke will continue to spread across the state, which may cause air quality issues for other nearby communities. High heat and strong winds are also causing difficulties for firefighters. Due to the gusty conditions, aircraft crews haven't been able to drop water from above. In other news, Boeing is scrambling to fix a new problem on one of its planes. The manufacturer is investigating whether some fuel sludge fasteners on undelivered 787 Dreamliner planes were incorrectly installed. The parts are in the side of the body areas. Boeing says the potential problem was discovered in routine quality checks, and planes currently in service can safely continue operations. The FAA is investigating the issue with Boeing. Quality control issues heightened with Boeing back on January 5th when a door plug came loose during an Alaska Airlines flight. Here's an important update for Santee Cooper customers. The utility company is planning to raise their rates by nearly 5%. Right now, Santee Cooper serves more than 21,000 residential customers across Berkeley, Georgetown, and Horry counties. In addition to the rate increase, the company plans to introduce a new fee structure. The company says it is to encourage customers to use high-demand appliances during non-peak hours. If approved, this would be the company's first base rate adjustment since 2017 and would take effect April 2025. Santee Cooper is planning several public meetings. The first is on August 26th. In North Carolina, insurance rates are increasing, but not as much as insurance companies were hoping for. The North Carolina Department of Insurance recently settled on an 8% average rate increase for dwelling insurance policies starting November 1st. Insurance companies were hoping for a 50% hike, but the settlement is still causing controversy. A North Carolina senator who is running against Insurance Commissioner Mike Causey in the upcoming election claims he's not being transparent when negotiating with insurance companies.
When he skips those hearings time and time again and instead says, I negotiated in private with them for a new rate, we never get to know what they talked about. We don't get to know anything about why there should be a rate hike at all. He has essentially told the public, trust me, I'll make you a good deal. You don't need to understand the details. Just trust me.
The Rate Bureau, which represents insurance companies, has to prove with evidence why a rate should be increased in order for them to make a reasonable profit. In Mike Causey's 7-year run as commissioner, he hasn't held one. Still to come, it might be getting a little more risky for teens on the road. Why experts say we are in the middle of the 100 deadliest days for teen drivers, next in a live report. But before we head to break, here is a live look out over Little River. News 13 Now continues in about 2 minutes.